Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is March 27th, and our reading is Another Brick. He alone who owns the youth gains the future. And that's Adolf Hitler from his Nazi Party Nuremberg rally in 1935. The struggle to wrest control of children from their families is the unholy grail of all totalitarian movements, and the primary reason the school is such a target for fanatics. But the well-being of children depends on families, not upon a village, much less the state. Don't listen to what they say. Watch what they do. When unrelated adults usurp the role of parents, they do so for political, not educational ends. Moreover, it is not apparent what good can come from adults taking an interest in the sexuality of children who are not their own. On what moral or pedagogical grounds is this acceptable? Citizens, not teachers, run society. As teachers, we must support parents and leave their kids alone. Intentions are very important, and we must be clear and upfront about what our intentions are. Are we trying to prepare children for the future, or are we trying to mold children to fit our own ideological purposes? We must be ever vigilant in dealing with governmental services such as education, the military, the police, to avoid falling down the rabbit hole and allowing the tail to wag the dog. It's an important issue in society. In Japan, there is strict control. I know there are many people who disagree with this, but there's strict control of the curriculum by people who are elected, not by people who qualify for a job and then do it any old way they feel like doing it. We love teachers. We've been teachers all our lives, and we think it's a noble profession, but we need to be clear about who's in charge of curriculum for children and whose responsibility the care and raising of those children ultimately is. 2:00 in the morning, it's not teachers that go pick them up, it's parents. So let's be careful about that. A civil society requires a civil service that is subservient to democratic principles, including the leadership provided by the citizens of the community. In China, the eunuchs had great power in running the government beginning in 146 AD and continuing until 1924. And people who think that was a long time ago, how about this? The last eunuch, Sun Yao Tang, died in 1996. In 1910 or 1911, the eunuchs were suspected of setting fire to the Forbidden City to cover up evidence of the way that they had stolen money and appropriated to themselves the wealth of the nation so that they could advance their own agendas. Some things never change. So happy trails to you Until we meet again.